Welcome back, everyone. So, we just got done reviewing Streets of Rage 4, and it got me thinking, there's been a lot of games, classic games, being kind of reimagined, re-released, like Streets of Rage 4. There was Castle of Illusion a couple years ago. There was a Wonderboy game. I know there's some others out there. So, started thinking, what games would I, or we, like to see brought back, reimagined? Yeah, that's what we're going to talk about. So, in no particular order, we're just going to show off some games, talk about them for a second, but these are games that I think would be fun to see brought back in some new fancy style or whatever. First up, Decap Attack. I loved this game as a kid. I still like this game now. I think this is a remake of some other game from like on the Mega Drive or something. I can't remember. But I don't know. I feel like the art style of it and all that kind of stuff would be very interesting to see, and like a new animation and all this kind of stuff. And I mean, it's fun. It's a little bit repetitive, but then again, a lot of games were back then. But I don't know.
Yeah, it's just fun.
Yeah, it's just kind of goofy with its weird sense of humor and the Elbow Island and all this kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, like
teach kids anatomy.
In a way, yeah, it sort of does. It's educational.
So the next game is Quackshot. So this one is Donald Duck running around with a little gun, shoots plungers at people.
Yeah, things. Why a plunger? I have no idea. I just like classic games where they pick like the most obscure item to make a weapon. But this will make sense because one of the games I didn't talk about was DuckTales Remastered. So they did that one, and this I think is kind of a sequel. Sequel? I'm not sure how to say that word. To DuckTales, and I could see that done in the exact same style.
Yeah.
And it's a game, I don't feel like a lot of people talk about this game. Everybody talks about DuckTales, but not many people talk about this.
It's a really fun game.
It is. So, most of these games were Sega Genesis, and I don't have an excuse for that. But, this one's not. So, they just recently announced remastering Tony Hawk 1 and 2, which is great, because apparently Tony Hawk 5 can't speak today. Tony Hawk 5 sucked. Still haven't played it. Have no idea. Kind of irrelevant, but it is to a point. 1080 snowboarding. I loved this game as a kid.
And I suck at it, just like I do Tony Hawk games.
Yeah, this one's obviously completely different. I think I played this before Tony Hawk. I could be wrong about that, but I remember, I don't know why they made the move, the 1080 move itself, so complicated, but I remember grinding that for like hours. And I finally did it. And I felt so proud of myself. But of course, there's no like video evidence of me doing this because, you know, streaming or YouTube wasn't a thing. So in a way, like I could see this kind of brought back, kind of like how Amped. I did like Amped. Amped was pretty cool on the Xbox, but.
Next game, Kid Chameleon.
Yes.
I do think it's really cool that he just pops into the different helmets and does it. I struggle a lot on it, like I do every game. I shouldn't even have to tell you that anymore. I'm just gonna wear shirts called Struggle Bus.
Well, it's a hard game.
Yeah.
But I don't know, seeing it like brought back in like a new art style, all the different powers, new powers would be cool because in a way it's pretty much a Mario ripoff. Like let's be honest.
Yeah, sort of. Break some blocks and get the power up.
It really is, but it was just the sheer amount of helmets that you got, different power-ups. That was just so cool when I was a kid. So like just seeing even more like that expanded on would be awesome. So next up is a game that apparently they tried sort of to reboot, and I don't know, I could be wrong about that. Maybe the names are just coincidental, but Road Rash. I hate racing games.
Yeah.
I don't like racing games, but
there's only two.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Yeah, Burnout and Road Rash are like the only two racing games I like, and that involves a lot of violence.
Right.
Probably tells you something. With this game, I mean, going back and playing this, it's really difficult, I'm not gonna lie. Like, the controls probably, I can't really say are the best controls ever. But as a kid, I loved it, and just, especially Road Rash 3, I like this one the most because you got so many different weapon varieties. There's like a cattle prod, there was like nunchucks, a chain, like
That's
mace.
where you hit people?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what I loved about it. Just going around beating the shit out of people. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
And that could be even more fun today. So yeah, I mean, what was it, Road Rage or something like that? Fuck that game.
Last thing on my side, Golden Axe. Specifically Golden Axe 2, but you know, Golden Axe. We love
Golden
this
Axe 4,
game.
like Streets of Rage 4.
Yeah, I freaking love this game. And, like, they could make the graphics on the box now. That is what I'm talking about.
I never understood. This looks like a romance novel.
It really
A
does.
very violent romance novel, but it looks like a romance novel to me.
But I love that game, and it's so much fun.
But no, yeah, like seeing like different powers, the special
Yeah.
moves and all that kind of stuff. Like, just I don't know. That would be one. That would be a lot of fun to see in like an animation style, like Streets of Rage 4. So next up is a game. This is kind of cheating in a way, but one of the other games in this series was redone. But I want to see this one done in that exact style, and that is Wonderboy and Monster World. So I think you played a little bit of this, and it's fun. Definitely not a kind of game that I typically enjoy, but as a kid, I really did like it. But what was it, Wonderboy 3 that was redone? I thought they did such a cool job with that because of the fact that from what I remember, they basically reverse engineered the game or something like that, and then made a new art style for it, made a new soundtrack. But while you're playing the game, you can actually switch on the fly from the old style of graphics to the new style. And then you can also switch between the classic soundtrack and the new soundtrack.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
And I thought that was so neat, and I would love to see this game done in that exact same fashion. So, again,
Make it happen.
make it happen. Well, anyway, those were, 7 games that we would love to see redone in a newer style.
Redone.
Thank you guys so much for watching. You know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff, and we'll see you again on the flip side.